Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Vegan Chef here. Just coming to you today to make a YouTube video on how to create a Instagram and TikTok screen overlay for your videos. So basically, I'll give you guys a little show right now. So if we go to Instagram, the whole point of this is to kind of like increase your exposure a little bit on your posts. So if you've seen my Instagram, I always have like these borders on it, these overlays basically. What this does is it changes my the viewability on my account. So usually if you don't have these, it's just this tiny window on it. It looks different on a phone, but this takes up less space. So like if we scroll down to my old posts, like see how tiny this is? Look how tiny this is. Just a little square compared to one with an overlay. It's literally double. So I'm gonna teach you guys how to do that right now because I've had a lot of people asking me how to do it. So I'm gonna expose all my secrets. So what I do start off is I use this photo editing software called GIMP. It's free to download. I'll put a link in the description for you guys. It's basically Photoshop but free. It's great. It's awesome. I love it. Okay, so it's if you don't know how to use it, it's kind of a little difficult, but I'm gonna take you step by step through it. So the optimal size for Instagram. Let me just make sure I'm right real quick. It's optimal size you're looking for is stories because we're doing a TikTok and a Instagram story right now. So we want this resolution, 1080 by 1920. If you're doing, you can do everything I'm going to teach you right now, but if you want to do it for an Instagram post, you're just going to do it 4 by 5 instead of, I don't know what this is. Yeah, 9 by 16. So you just dump this, I think, to like 1080 by 1350. And you can use it for stories too. Or not stories, sorry. Regular posts. But for now, we're just going to do this 1080 by 1920. So to get started, we're going to go to GIMP. We're going to do File, New. This is where we set our image size. So mine, it's default set to like widescreen, like a normal desktop computer. But since we're making stuff for mobile, we want to basically flip the resolution. So instead of it being like this, we want to make it like this, which is hard for games because every game is recorded like this. So you want to add all that junk to the top of it to give yourself some more exposure. And it'll set you apart from everybody else because everyone just uploads their clips and they all look the same and there's nothing different. But if you're scrolling through Instagram and you're like, you see this crazy overlay and you're like, boom, that's Vegan Chef stuff, you know, instantly. So you want that recognition for your kind of for your brand because that'll help you grow a lot. So we're essentially just going to flip these. So the width is going to be 1080 and the height is going to be 1920. So boom, okay. So here's our mobile screen essentially. What we're going to do now is I have already saved all of my images from when I made my feed overlay. So I'm basically just going to repurpose those. But if you want to, like, the way I do it is I just have everything saved in a folder, like all my content I want to use. Like I have my logo here, a background, kind of how like this is how it ends up looking at the end. But get out of there. So I have all my stuff ready to go basically, and this is how my one looks right now currently for my story posts or feed posts. Wow, I can't talk today. So what we're gonna do is kind of just make the same thing, but in a different resolution. So we're gonna do File, Open as Layer, go to where my stuff is located, and you want to start with the background. So since it's season 8 of Fortnite, I kind of went with like a pirate kind of theme, pirate fire kind of cannon thing going on. So basically I just like googled like treasure map desktop backgrounds, and I kind of came up and I found this one that I kind of like. So we're going to open that up. This, I don't even know what that means. Whatever, convert it. Oh, so this one's not big enough. So we have a problem here. It's a little small right now, but that's all right. So here's our picture. Move it around or whatever. We're gonna scale it up because it's too small right now. So we want our background. So we're gonna select the scale tool. Just kind of drag it a little bigger than our image. So then we'll hit scale, and that'll give us this. And then you can use this little plus looking tool to move it around. This is a select layer, so you just kind of fit it in there so it looks like it's in a good spot. Boom, works fine. Cool, so that's that layer done. So back to GIMP. Just cut all that random shit out. So now that we have our background, we just want to add in basically the text and some cool graphics to make it look like more of our own. So I have like I made these little clip art things that you can just like go online and make. Whatever. Oh no, I messed it all up. File, open as layer, open. So now we to make this, I just googled like I forgot what I did, like pirate text generator or something. Yeah, I went to this. Then you can just go in here and like enter your text, be like, follow me on whatever. I don't know what I'm making this for. Instagram. So like we'll do like, if you like this content, check me out live at twitch.tv/weekend_chef. I think kind of this is the font they give, font size, font effect. If you want like gradients or whatever, I don't really like it. Your color, right, it is red. And then you just hit generate, and then it'll make like your text. That one's a little long, so I would suggest like cutting it into like little clips, like little parts. Like I have this part already, so we can get rid of this, and just do something like this. Cool. And then we'll just do right click, save images, wherever your folder is. Boom, done. So that's how you can make all the text like that, or you can do it in GIMP too. But that's just the way I do it. So now what we're gonna do is we have this. It's really small, so we're gonna scale it up a lot. So go to our scale tool, make it a little bigger, or a lot bigger. I don't really know how big I want it. Probably not that big. Because you gotta remember that your video is gonna probably take up like this much room. So you have the top to work with and the bottom to work with. So you want basically someone's gonna read the stuff at the top first, and then they're gonna read the stuff at the bottom. So you usually want your important stuff at the top. So like I'm gonna put this down here. File. Make sure you open everything as a separate layer, because if you don't, it just gets real messy, and it's really hard to like adjust things. So season 8, and then I have my logo here somewhere. So I'm gonna take my logo, scale that appropriately, and all your images need to have no backgrounds, because if they have backgrounds, this whole thing's gonna be a disaster. So you need to make sure they're saved as a PNG image with no background. Or you can crop out the background, but it's a whole mess of work you don't want to have to deal with. So we'll just put my logo up there. File, open this layer. Ignore PNG offset. Don't hit apply, or it's gonna bug everything out. So I think I'm gonna move this season 8 thing. So if I want to change layers, I'll just click over here. So I click that. I think I'm gonna move it up here. Just think it looks better up there. So click that. This text is a little hard to read on this background, but I think it'll be fine. So then open. We could also do this to make it a little easier. We can move this around so like it's like a nice spot, so the text is a little nicer to read. Like we'll do right there. Open this layer. I have my URL to get people onto my channel, my Twitch channel. So not every video I post is going to have essentially my link to it without actually putting my link to it. So if someone likes it, they can see my page and they can be like, cool, I'm going to go to twitch.tv/vegan_chef and check them out. And then kind of the last thing I want to put in here is my creator code. So I actually hate how this looks, so I might change it. But it's kind of hard to read. It's kind of muddy looking. Like this is odd. So let's get rid of this. The season 8's fine. So we're just gonna delete this layer. Delete layer. And then we're gonna find this delete layer. But depending on your background, it could work. But this has just got so much going on that it needs a thicker font to make it look nice. So I'm just gonna take the text tool, make my little box, and we'll do check me out live at boom twitch.tv/vegan_chef. So we're gonna make this bigger, highlight it, make it bigger. And I also have this is the Fortnite text, so you can like download that, use that if you really want to. Let's see if we can get a nice color that pops off the background. Like it doesn't work. Let's try like a teal. That might work. That's really hard to read. Black. Black isn't the worst, honestly. Let's see. Yeah, that's not terrible. This compass kind of makes it hard to read. But that's alright. So we can adjust it to make it fit where we want. And you gotta remember what you're styling this for. So I know TikTok puts like a bunch of crap down here, so you kind of don't want to put a lot down there, a lot of important stuff. So let's scale this the right way so it doesn't look like crap. Text tool, click that. We can leave that right there. It's not a big deal. I'm trying to remember. Let me look at TikTok real quick, see where it puts all this stuff, all the junk, all the like information and stuff. So it puts it down there. So basically, like the whole bottom half of the screen is just full of junk. So we might honestly move this up in the top section and kind of erase a lot of this, because on like this will work good for Instagram stories, because Instagram stories are just blank, but for TikTok it won't work that well. And since I changed this, I'm gonna get rid of this too. Delete. So we're gonna do text tool. I know I'm like changing all this around a lot. I'm not a GIMP pro, but it's all trial and error really. It's just kind of like moving things around so you see like what works for you, what you like, what people can read. It's a lot of like trial and error, just like playing around. So maybe we'll put that at the top. we'll do that. And then we'll take my logo, move that, because this is easy to read, so we can always put this in the bottom corner or whatever. Everyone's already gonna know what that is. So we'll do a text. We'll do. I want to get my creator code in here, so I think I have a thing already made up for it. I just gotta find it. Final files? No, it's on there. Social media buttons, that's what I want. Maybe didn't save it in there either. I don't know where it is. This is why it's good to have all your stuff in the same folder, so you don't have to do this. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. I didn't want to do that. So file, open as layer, open. So there's my creator code text. It's white, so we'll see if it works. Scale tool, make it a little bigger. Yeah, it'll work fine because it's got that background on it. So scale, and we'll move it into the. Or it's at the border on it, so that's why it'll look okay. So now, okay, so that's what we have right now. So we got my URL, my creator code, my logo. Really, anything else you want to throw in is kind of up to you. You could throw images in there. You could throw more text. You could throw whatever you want in there. Really, I'm just trying to keep this area open because I'm going to use it for hashtags on Instagram. I'm going to use it for like where the text is on TikTok. So I honestly might just call this good. So now we have our overlay. So we're gonna file, save as. If you do save as, make sure all this save as is gonna do is save the work file. So it's gonna save like if you want to work on it again. So which is good to have. So we'll save that in the right spot. Video templates, neat. We'll make this IG story template. Save. So now, if we actually want to use it, though, you have to do file, export as. PNG is fine. This file type allows transparency, so that one's pretty good. IG template story. Video templates, neat. We'll rename this as TikTok/IG story. Export. Why? Oh, you can't put slashes in file names. So we'll do underscore, whatever. You just save it as, it doesn't matter. This stuff doesn't really matter that much, so I'll just export. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now we're done with GIMP. So we'll close it out. The second program I use is called Animatica. I think it's free, but it comes with a watermark. So I think I paid like $10 and got the watermark removed. It's totally worth it. So what I do now is I have a new project, rename it for whatever, just story one. The cool thing about this program is you can pick what kind of aspect ratio you want your canvas to be in. So like this would be like for Instagram posts, and square you could use too, but vertical is what we're going to be doing because it's for IGTV, Instagram stories, Facebook stories, Snapchat you can also use this for, so it's another cool thing, and TikTok in there too, which is not mentioned. So do that, create a new project. So what I usually do from here is I'll hit this button, add video clip, add video or photo clip, and then we're going to go to our overlay, wherever we saved it, open that up. So that's what we have so far. Next, we are going to add another clip, add overlay, add video and video, and this is where we'll put in not any, but like our videos we have. So like I'll just pick a random one I have saved already. So we'll do like this one. It's like a shotgun kill, no big deal. So it starts out really tiny. We don't want that. So this one is a rotate, which we don't want to do at all because it's weird. But this one's the scale, so you want to do this and scale it up as big as you can without clipping the edges of it. Cool. So that's, if you were to post this on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, like this top box would be black and this bottom box would be black. So now essentially we've created something that we can advertise ourselves in and give us recognition. So anytime anyone pulls this up, they're going to be like, boom, that's the Vegan Chefs thing right there. They're going to see my code, they're going to see my logo, they're going to know it's me instantly. So they're going to instantly have recognition that it's my clip and it's going to stand out from everybody else's. This area is blank again, but that's because we're going to leave it like that for Instagram and TikTok. So this program also does really cool stuff. I might do another like editing video with it in the future. Basically, if we want to see how it looks, this is how it'll look to the user. That's only 4 seconds for some reason. So that's a problem. I think I did it backwards. Yeah, I did it backwards. Okay, so it's easier to start with the video. So we'll just fix it. So we'll go Instagram, or not Instagram, vertical, create new project, add video. It's easier to add the video first because it makes the clip length based on how long the video is. So add video, then we'll take whatever one I had. Where is it? This one, open, and then you go project settings, fill/fit, and you're gonna want fit. So that'll put it right in the middle for us. Then we do, it's not gonna work. Add video in video, and we'll add our overlay, which I saved somewhere. Where did I save that? Should be right here. There we go. Cool. Let's scale this up to the right size. And then there should be a way to send backward. Okay, so the problem we're having now, maybe I can bring this one forward. I don't think it'll let me. Which is fine. So the problem we have now is that we need to cut out a window for our video. So we need to add in this video. Wherever it is. I think it downloads, yeah. So we need to have a video in there in order for us to crop out the whatever. So this is how big our video is. And then we're gonna do, go back. And take photo. No. Whatever, here it is. Close. I usually take like the snipping tool, and we'll go new, and then we'll just take a picture of this so we can save this for later for a reference. So we'll save this. We'll close down Animonica for a second and open GIMP back up. There might be an easy way to do this where you can like find the right size and cut it out, but I just haven't figured that part out yet. So we're gonna open our JPEG, because we don't want to edit our work file at this point, because it'll mess things up, which we don't want to do. So we have it in here. Cool. So we have our PNG here. So now we kind of like look where the video is. See how it's like in this middle part. So we wanna cut that part out of it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do our select tool and just make like a square. And if it's not perfect, it's not a big deal, because you can scale it to make it to have it look right. So it doesn't have to be like dead on, but like we can get pretty close. Like these are the wrong scale, but you get the picture. Like that's pretty close to where the video will be. We don't need to save that. And then we're gonna delete the layer. So edit, cut. So now what this checkerboard background means that it's transparent. So we can put something in there. You can put another picture, you can put a video, which is what we're gonna do. So we'll file, save as. We don't really have to do that. We can just export it. Export as the right actual video overlay. So export that. Monica video editing software. We're gonna go new project. We're gonna switch it to vertical. We're gonna add our video. So add video. And you can use any one you have. So we're gonna do this. Then we're gonna go to project settings, fill/fit, change it to fit. So we got our video. Now we're gonna add an overlay, add picture and video, and then we'll go to our template we made, and then we'll scale it up. If you hit this one, it's gonna rotate it again, so make sure you hit this one. Scale it till it fits nicely. Down a little bit. Boom. So now we have that. So now we should be able to play. And we'll have our little overlay. And like you get the picture. So now the overlay's there the whole time. Boom. Done. Cool, right? And then from here, what you're going to do is you're going to save your video. You can see if it has 1080 or 4K. That doesn't really matter, honestly. I usually do 1080. Save as. Sample video. Rendering. And now what I do from here is I will take it and I will upload it to Google Drive. And then I will download it from Google Drive onto my phone. So it has... so it's the exact same file. If you email it, it's going to compress it and it's not going to look nice. So you I would suggest Google Drive. It's free. You just download the app, and you can just go. I could do it real quick. So you just go here, you go Google Drive, go in. You can make folders and all that cool stuff, like Instagram. And then once you have your video, where it's saved. Mine saves crazy places because I have too much stuff. Yeah, so now here's my video. So you just drag and drop it over here. And it'll upload, and you can re-download from your phone. So that's pretty much it. You can honestly like play with GIMP and make this look a little better if you want. You can do whatever you want to it. It's fully customizable. It's up to you. This is just the stuff I like to do. You can do a different background. You can do a different logo. You can do don't have to put your creator code in there. You don't even have to do Fortnite clips, but that's just what I do. So if you found this video useful, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn the bell on. I'm going to be doing more tutorial stuff like this. So, and also, if you play Fortnite, I'm on twitch.tv all the time. Just search Vegan Chef, hit me with that follow. Tell me if you like this video. If you got questions, ask me there. If you play Fortnite, use my creator code. That'd be sick. Help me out. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Bye.